full day of eating as well as what I do on a rest day, 5.5 weeks out. Coach's orders are to stay off my feet as much as possible and just be an absolute sack of shit, which, considering the last 3 days, I can do that. I can definitely do that and justify it. So, check the shreds. About 183 pounds, 5.5 weeks out. So, we're gonna move on to breakfast. I'm gonna make breakfast because I'm hungry. I made breakfast. So here we have meal one. I'm gonna show you everything I'm having here. And this, let me preface with, is a low day. So calories should come out to about 1,800 today. Very low carbs as far as what I'm used to, like 120 something, maybe 130 grams carbs. But we're gonna power through, and it's the first low day of a few weeks of some low days. So gotta take the high with the low. What we got here is a very poverty amount of cream of rice. I'm going to have to get up and show you guys. Focus. Cream of rice. We got chocolate cream of rice, peanut butter. That's it. And protein. Lots of protein powder. Take that back. Lots of protein powder. I usually put my berries in there, but I figured chocolate and blueberries, this is 100 grams of blueberries, would be kind of a weird combination. So we're not going to mix the two. Maybe we'll try a few bites. But then I also have sugar-free or zero sugar Gatorade with 10 grams of creatine and 10 grams of L-glutamine to help with digestion. And then I'm not going to get into everything I'm taking here. It's all natural supplements, but it's just a pill cocktail of fish oil and vitamin C. What else we got? Magnesium, all that other good stuff that aids in digestion and helps with vitamins when I'm not really eating a lot. So we're going to get into this, though, because this looks really good. I'm very hungry for this, and the peanut butter just looks phenomenal. What did I use to make this? I used the Bum Fudge Brownie Isolate Protein. 120 calories per scoop, 25 grams of protein, 1.5 grams of fat, 4 grams carbs. Awesome stuff. Tastes really good, and it is the best in combination with, like I said, a poverty amount, not even a full serving of Elevate creamy rice, but this chocolate cake stuff is literally so good, guys. I cannot recommend Elevate more, and I'm not associated with them or raw supplements at all. They're just really good supplements. So, all right, let's get into this, though. I'm going to have to show you guys the first bite. Can you see it? There we go. You see that? Get up close and personal. Peanut butter brownie. That's so good. So good. That might be quiet since my phone wasn't next to me, but that's all right. Well, I'm sure you all love to watch me eat. And also, this is the method. You take a scoop of the little brownie batter bit. Take a scoop of this, dip it so some blueberries connect. And I know you can't see that because I'm too far away, but that's the best way to enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to do, is enjoy this, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back with meal number 2. In between when I stopped recording and now, I took a walk to kind of aid in digestion and get my steps up a little bit. I responded to a bunch of client emails and reached out to clients to try to schedule in for next week. Did some programming, just a lot of computer stuff, edited some TikToks, and now it is about almost noon and I am ready for meal number 2, which I will show you now. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in the low light. And you're like, why is it so dark? That's because it is relaxing to be in a dark environment for me, okay? But here we have 151 grams of 95.5 beef, 50 grams of rice, an absolute poverty amount, and then 70 grams of pineapple. And I threw a little bit of sugar-free G. Hughes Japanese barbecue on there for some flavor. So I'm going to enjoy this. Probably get some more steps in. I think since I don't have much to do right now, and energy drinks, I get one energy drink a day. I'm gonna go to Vitamin Shop and or GNC to see if I can find the Sour Strips Ghost flavor, which is brand new, or if I can just pick up any flavors that I haven't tried yet while I can still enjoy some energy drinks. That's what we're gonna do. That'll also allow me to get some steps in after eating. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to enjoy this. I'll give you a little bite and then probably catch up with you towards after I go to supplement stores. But hold on, I need to, and I did just mix the pineapple in with it all because I saw no point in separating it. Questionable combination, but you can't be picky right now during prep, so why is just not focusing? Well, camera's getting blurry, so I'll see you when we catch up next time.
It'll be fine. It'll be okay.
As mentioned earlier, we went to the Vitamin Shop. I was going to go to GNC too, but I called and looked online, and nobody has the Ghost Sour Strips flavor, which I was looking for. So Vitamin Shop did have a few flavors that I've never had, so I'll show you those. Gorilla Mind Tiger's Blood, the new one. That is one. This one I'm excited about. Ghost Warheads Sour Black Cherry. So take a look at that one as well. That one I'm probably the most excited about. I've never had Tropic Storm, and my goal is to have all of the flavors of Ghost and Gorilla, so needed to get Tropic Storm. And then I've had this one before, actually not too long ago, but I know they don't make it anymore, so I wanted to get a can just to keep on hand, which is Swedish Fish. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I don't know if I'll ever crack this thing, man. I might just keep it. Only time I'll crack this if I see another one, which they had a bunch of them, but I just want to have one on hand, like I said, nostalgic, if in case they, start to actually sell out and be out of circulation and they never come back. So, I think we're going to do a live review right now, because I want to try one of these, and I'm feeling really low energy, to be expected, but do I do the Sour Black Cherry? I think I'm going to do the Tiger's Blood. And I believe Tiger's Blood is supposed to be like, Tiger's Blood is supposed to be like coconut / like Hawaiian flavor. So, I don't know. We're going to give it a shot and see how it is. Cracking it right now. Okay, it smells like coconut, fruity. Yeah, it smells really good. So, let's do it. That is really good. I take their Tiger's Blood pre-workout, and it tastes just like this, except less chalky because that's a powder, and this is obviously an energy drink. But very solid flavor. Reminds me a lot of, there used to be this thing called Kona Ice at our football games and all of our events back in high school, and there was a Tiger's Blood flavor for like the shaved ice, and that tastes exactly like it. So, a bit nostalgic for me, and I'd rate that probably, I would say 8.2 out of 10. Definitely above average, but definitely not anything like top tier. It's scraping top tier. I'm gonna give it like it's going bottom A tier. Not touching S though. Okay, I'm gonna drive back home, I will meet you back at the house for meal number 3 before work. I just showered and got ready for work. We are back at the house. It is about 3:10. And we have meal number 3. Good thing for that energy drink because I am literally starving right now. Like the hunger, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. But we got 126 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of green beans, and 50 grams of rice. Not a whole lot, but some sriracha on there to flavor it up. Got a little bit of salt too. And hopefully this will hold me over till dinner. You know the dieting is hitting when green beans with garlic powder and rice are slapping. Wow. That's some good stuff. But got 2 more meals today. Got about 3 sessions this evening. One of those meals will definitely be had at work. The last one will probably be back here. And then we'll recap the day. Kind of what we all did. But obviously the day's not over yet. So I will see you at the next meal. Meal number 4. Second to last of the day. We got, not 100. 75 grams of raspberries. 168 grams of beef. And 75 grams of cucumbers. Not even any rice in this one. No. That's what a low day is like, but I'm going to enjoy this, and I will see you at my last meal. All right, y'all. We are here with the last meal of the day. I'm not going to get a close-up. I'm too tired to go move towards the camera, but we got, I don't know if you can see that, 168 grams of chicken, 100 grams of cucumber, 75 grams of rice, 7 grams of olive oil, and some sriracha and salt on top. And then I have L-glutamine in some zero sugar lemonade, since L-glutamine tastes like absolute dog shit. So I'm going to eat that, and then we're going to kind of recap everything I've had today on a low day. Don't mind my cat. He's kind of annoying. Okay, I'm going to enjoy this. Very low energy right now. About to go shut eyes, but first I want to recap the day and talk a little bit about what we got going on these next 5 weeks. So today was a low day and a rest day, because rest days and low days kind of go together, at least for what plan my coach has me on right now. I have a little bit of higher carbs on my training days to fuel my training, but when it comes to low days, we keep protein higher, carbs lower, because I don't really need the carbs, and we want to flatten out, deplete. That is the goal right now. So with that being said, that is why I'm low energy today. That's why he doesn't want me doing much on these low days, which I'm going to structure my schedule around not doing much on these low days to really maximize on recovery, because these workouts are getting harder and harder, and I'm pushing myself harder and harder. And as a natural athlete, I need to capitalize on every chance I get to recover. So there's that. Let's talk a little bit about numbers. I'm going to go off memory here. I believe I was at 1750 around for calories today. So that, for me, that's pretty low, considering in the off season on my bulk, I was at like 4,000 calories. I had 214 grams of protein, 129 grams of carbs, and 44 grams of fat. That's what made up that 1750 number. So hunger definitely was crazy today. This is the first low day I've had. I honestly can't remember the last time I had less than 17, honestly less than like 2,000 calories in a day. That is not a normal thing for me, especially considering how much muscle mass I have. So I don't recommend anybody do that unless you're preparing for a show like this. And even this is very, very, very temporary. Like, I have 5 more weeks. This is really where it gets crucial to deplete as much as you can, so that we can start playing with carbs and playing with different looks to find out what's going to suit me best on stage. But the point being, do not try to replicate what I'm doing here for weight loss, because that's not sustainable. If you're going to do like a cut and a hard cut, maybe it looks something like this. Maybe the strategy looks somewhat similar, but this is very, very aggressive, okay? So don't try to replicate this. What else did I want to talk about? Actually last video, which was a long time ago, it was a while ago. I should have been posting a little bit more, but you'll get more posts towards the end of this show. Now that we're doing that, but the reason I have a coach now is actually started with me getting a little bit anxious about doing this on my own, only in the terms of posing. I really started thinking about the fact that I'm like 40 something days out now. I can't look at my home screen without stopping this voice recording, but I'm 36 or 37 days out. So we're getting down to the end here, and I could practice posing on my own, but I don't think my posing is that good, and it definitely needed some pointers. So I wanted to reach out to a coach. I had a coworker of mine and a friend tell me that he knew somebody, and he hooked us up, got us in contact. I met up with him. Chill ass dude, super cool dude. Wants to help me through this, and that's what we're doing. I mean, originally I was just looking for help with posing, and I really told myself that's all I was going to do is just get help with posing, but he had a lot of confidence in me, and it showed, and he wanted to help me, and the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I don't know about peaking. I've done a little bit of research on peaking, but you don't know until you've taken somebody through that, and then trial and error, you figure out how different people respond to different things. So that's kind of the goal right now, is to deplete me as much as possible so he can play around with carbs and see how my look changes, so that, again, we can get the best look on stage. So if I have to suffer for a few weeks here, I'm going to suffer for a few weeks here. One thing I'm very thankful for is I would never have pushed myself this hard. So if you're going to do bodybuilding, I recommend a coach, or at the very least, have a coach run you through what a dieting plan looks like and what a training looks like with that. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you could severely fuck things up hormonal-wise. And not only that, you could just fucking suffer so much and not get even close to a good look on stage because you just don't know what you're doing with the variables. So I got myself to the 6 week out mark, and he told me, he's like, I can't believe you're in such a good spot for like doing what you've been doing. Cause I've been tracking everything out of a notebook, keeping an eye on the numbers that are important, and it was enough for him to go off of, at least to start, but he's got me really dialed in. So if you're going to go through this process of bodybuilding, definitely consult a coach, at least at the initial stage, even if you're not going to work with a coach consistently. It's definitely worth it. I would be so much less confident going in on my own. And I admitted to myself at first, I was like, I know I'm going to make mistakes, especially going through this on my own. But like, the more closer I got, I'm like, it just makes sense to get a coach, because I don't want to have gone through all this suffering and like dieting, which up to this point, I thought it was suffering. This week has been suffering. This has been like, we just upped the dial so much. It's been a lot harder, but I'm thankful to be able to even challenge myself like this. So, but the point I was getting at was, get a coach, because you don't want to go through all of this just for it to be like 85% of what it could. You know what I mean? You want to get the most out of this. Like, I can confidently say that I probably, and I don't want to speak too soon, but at this point in time, I'm not going to be wanting to do this process again, this cutting process into a show anytime soon. I'm going to enjoy this show for what it is, and then after that, I'm going to have a great off season, maybe get into some other styles of training like calisthenics, weightlifting, as far as like Olympic lifts, because I love Olympic lifting, powerlifting. Like I want to dip my toes in all those different kinds of training and do some more videos on that, because I think that would be interesting. But I will probably circle back and do another show at some point. But at this moment in time, I have no desire to restart this process after going through it. So I'm just gonna take a few deep breaths every day, enjoy what I'm doing now, but just know, like, if you are ever thinking about getting into bodybuilding and doing this, it is a fucking grind. And it's more mental than anything else, because even walking through the grocery store, having to see all this different food that you can't eat, and like I'm locked in, so I'm going right to where I need to go to get like the very lean ground beef and all this other stuff like that's on the grocery list. But like it sucks too when you have to limit yourself to, like, there's people going out for one of my coworkers' remission parties this week, and they're obviously going to be drinking. Everybody's going to be celebrating. And it's like, you can do stuff like that, but being in a setting like that, for me specifically, is so much harder. Like, especially when you have to explain to every single person, like, they're like, why aren't you drinking? Why aren't you, like, doing this? Why are you so lame? It's like, dude, after having to explain to multiple people that and, like, what you're going through, some people are going to be like, oh, that's chill, that's cool, dude. Like, some people are not going to understand. They're going to push it. They're going to press you. And then, like, I hate that more than anything. So I'd rather just not go to things like that and relax and have my peace of mind, knowing, like, I'm chasing after my goal and I don't want anybody questioning that. Because, like, there's only so many times you can say no, too. And this is, I'm sure, psychologically proven in some facet, I'm sure. But you have, like, there's a limit to how many times you can say no, right? It's like a fatiguing thing. Like, so many temptations are being thrown at you, right? Let's just say, for example, what's a good example for this? You put yourself in a situation where, like, I'm starving myself and I'm around a bunch of, like, delicious food for long enough in that scenario. The longer you're in that environment, you are going to cave at some point. You are going to cave at some point. So just choose your environment wisely. Keep yourself in a spot that is going to breed success. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been trying to do. Because, like I said, this has been, like, eye-opening for me. I've only been working with him for, like, 4 days or, like, 5 days. But, like, this is pushing it. This is what I should have been probably doing sooner than this, so that I didn't have to push this hard to this point. But I wouldn't have it any other way, because I'm happy I got to where I did by myself. But I'm also happy that I had the sense to consult a coach when I felt like I needed it. So accept help when you think you need it, or even when you don't think you need it. Like, it's not ever a bad thing to get some help when you have a goal you want to hit, okay? Okay, that was a long rant. That's it, guys. As far as today goes, that's the recap. It's a low day. I'm about to go to bed after this. Got 55 minutes of fasted cardio in the morning, and delts and arms tomorrow. So that's going to be probably the best lift of the week, considering it's all upper and all fun stuff to work, as opposed to like a leg day, especially when you're depleted. So excited for that. I might film some of that. I don't think I'll post that on YouTube, but we'll see. And there's definitely going to be more videos coming in the next few weeks, especially as we get closer to this show. I want to keep you guys posted on what's going on, my progress, all that good stuff. Anything you guys want to see as far as, like, day to day. Maybe I'll film another full day of eating, but, like, on a training day, so you understand the difference between those two. But yeah, definitely not reach out. Well, you can reach out, but, comment, like, subscribe, and, just follow along for the journey, because it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. I've been feeling like a shift in my mentality lately, and I'm really liking it. So, I think it's going to be fun to watch, and I think I got a lot of support along this journey, which I'm very thankful for. And yeah, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next video.